want a receipt? All right, you're all set.
My name is Jack Mandy. I'm one of the co-founders of Exchange. I'm actually transferred here from Cape Cod Community College, so I came here my junior year. When I transferred here, one of the first days here, I met up with Grant and we got some lunch, and he thought of an idea of doing a consignment store, and I don't know, I always had like that drive to kind of like get going on a business, and I was like, let's just try it because it was so feasible.
My name is Grant Cooney. I'm a senior here at UMass, graduating in May. I'm a management major with a concentration in entrepreneurship and from Cape Cod. Like, I knew I wanted to be in the business and starting businesses, and I'd already been like reselling a lot in high school. I had my own antique stall. I just was trying to figure out like how I can make that something that I can like actually like support myself with, and like how big I can get that to look, I guess. And then I met this guy who was doing a consignment business, and he only sold stuff for people online. So he had a store, but you could like bring in your stuff and then he'd sell it for you online. The first semester junior year started, Jack had transferred in, and like I was actively pursuing this idea, and that's when he came in. I told him about this idea, he loved it, and I was looking to like build this out and have a team and everything, and some stuff didn't work out with other people. So like from that day on, we just worked, and then I was in class with Manny, and I pitched the same idea to him. He loved it, came up to me after class, got dinner with him. He came to the pitch contest, and then from that it was just like history basically. And it wasn't even like a business idea then. It was like we wanted to start a club on campus and have a store on campus, not on like college set. It wasn't like meant to be like a big business or a store in downtown. It was really meant to be a spot that we could connect the college community, the creators, the artists, the hustlers.
My name's Manny. I'm a sophomore at UMass, one of the co-founders of Exchange. I currently work as the store manager, facilitating everything that goes on inside of the store, working on store relations. I met Grant in Intro to Entrepreneurship class. Talking to Grant, he had this idea of a college consignment store on a college campus, and I really kind of meshed with that idea. I liked the passion that he had. He was very emotional about it. He wanted to get involved, and that's something that entrepreneurial spirit is something that coincided with me. So I talked more with him, met Jack, and then it just took off from there. We kept working towards getting a consignment store on the campus, and when that didn't work out, we looked elsewhere, eventually landing on building our first store over here.
I do like it with the backlighting. It's much better with the backlighting.
So do you want to start, so I can go and turn that light on, and then do you want this here, or do you want it to be nothing?
My name is Matthew Cunningham. I'm the Director of Marketing for Exchange. I'm a senior here at UMass Amherst, and I've been working here just for this semester.
So right now we have Matt Cunningham focusing on the media, and he's doing a really, really good job with it. Like a big thing for this is just like we're not paying for like our marketing for Facebook ads and stuff, so our social media is like our main channel for our customers.
So when Grant and Jack came to me and approached me to do their marketing, I was like pumped about it, because like they kind of like pitched Exchange to me, and like I'd already made up my mind that, you know, I want to be a part of something like this, but like they just sold it to me even more, and you know, I'm just happy to be here because everything that I put into this company, I get out. You know, I'm building skills every day that I'm here. You know, I'm making connections with people that are super driven. It's been really great. I work very collaboratively with Manny, so a lot of our ideas like kind of bounce off each other. So a lot of what we'll do is we'll see things on Instagram that we really like, and we'll kind of replicate it ourselves.
It's not so much like you don't want to tell people what to do. You want to lead them to their own conclusion that they need to shop at Exchange. Like that's my thing. Like I know like you want to put like shop Exchange at the end, but I'm more big on like present people information, and then they make the decision to shop Exchange. Like people don't like being.
Yeah, the cool thing about working with Manny is like we disagree on a lot of things, but we always kind of come together on like a final product or a final solution to whatever we're working with.
Bro, shut up.
It's just the reality.
What kind of word is ridiculous?
It's not euphonious.
What does that mean?
Like it doesn't sound pleasant.
Like you could have said that first time.
So we basically kind of just get to do whatever we want, you know. If we have a cool idea, like we just do it. You know, there's no like bureaucracy of like, oh, well, it needs to get approved. It's like, nope, like there's only a handful of people that work here. So like, if we want to do something cool and we have an idea, like we just do it. You know, like for example, I just brought this coaster idea to Jack, and I was like, hey, like what if we started advertising on coasters so that people at the bars across the street know about us? And he was like, yeah, absolutely. Like, how do we make that happen? And it's like things move so fast here, and we try to keep things moving fast. So even if there is conflict, like we resolve it very quickly and we overcome it. We'll also try to just create like new creative ideas, like weird ideas that is very like unique to our personality, that fits the personality of the store.
What are you wearing? You look stupid.
Stupid, stupid, stupid. You look so stupid. Your mom picked that outfit for you? You look stupid. Stupid. Stupid.
So when we're creating these videos, we're kind of trying to like build that brand and create like a feeling around this, that when people see our content on social media, they associate a certain feeling with us. Like they know like that there's kind of this personal feeling to the way that the store is, that it's very community driven, that it's a little bit goofy, and you know, like the store was started by a bunch of college guys. So we kind of want to keep that authenticity and show that like, you know, we're members of the community, we go to school here, and we want people to feel, you know, like they're a part of what's going on with our social media.
I've got a trolley cart. I've got another dolly with the 4 wheels just on a flat frame, but they're at my house. And so I don't know if y'all need them.
We have like a few, like the big, like you're saying, like the square dolly, so we'll be fine with those.
Okay, all right, no worries.
We also go to estate sales. Just this past weekend, me and Jack went to Chicopee, found some really cool items. We do that, and we get clothes through junk removal and through consignment.
We get a couple leads of junk removal, not a whole ton, but when we do junk removals, most of them are inclined to not just donate their clothes to us, but we also take other type of knickknacks and stuff that go to our store. So people are more inclined to give the stuff to us because we actually have the space and opportunity to give all that stuff a second life, because all these junk removal jobs that we do, people really hate to see it just go to the landfill, and we understand that.
I've only filmed one of our junk removal jobs so far, but when we did it, it was cool because I was on the junk removal crew, but I was also the guy with the camera. So when I showed up, basically just like recording the guys and kind of trying to capture the chaos of just like walking into a place and being like, oh my God, like we have so much stuff to take care of. Like you don't realize how much it is, and then you do it and you start clearing things out and you're like, I can't believe there's still more. So, you know, I'm like picking up the camera, I'm recording them and then putting it back down, and I'm like getting time lapses of us doing stuff, and I'm trying to get like good content of the guys. And then also the people that own these things, like they have stories to tell as well. So we also try to capture, you know, the person who hired us for the junk removal and tell their story a little bit. So in the junk removal job that we did in Northampton, the woman had owned that store for I think 5 years, and that was her baby, like that was her everything. So now that everything's leaving, like sure, you know, like she might not have like attachments to things specifically, but she has a story about all the clothes that we're getting rid of.
I bought it all.
Oh wow.
I mean, it sort of all paid for itself, but
Yeah. Like even this is just like.
I got that in Ludlow. That's worth like $250.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's a 1940s World War II smoking jacket from Korea.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It feels really cool too.
So the big thing with the junk removal business and why we're doing it is so we can actually go out and get these items into our stores, onto eBay, onto Facebook. And that's the big problem we're seeing, is stuff is just going to waste. So if we can keep it all in one closed loop system, then we can end up giving better value to the people who need those services, but then we can also give better value to the market by getting more items there, by upcycling on these items, by like going out and getting them. That's like the big underlying problem. It's like people just need aid to go out and get them. Same thing with us being a store, we can aid in selling them if you bring them to us too. So like that's kind of the biggest thing with like the junk removal and having trucks and people to go out and get the items, and that's the biggest thing. And then like complementary, we have another revenue stream there too that just helps support us.
So we're kind of taking a big pick on the whole, throwing everything in the dump. I know it's a small store, but it will do a lot in the long term.
A big thing with our business is partnerships, like Local Mojo, Antonio's, Amherst Survival.
How's it going? I'm Nate, founder of Nate's Natty, natural hygiene brand directed at athletes, people with active lifestyles, campers, hikers, but we're not just a hygiene brand.
One of the major things that we do is we sell vendor items for small businesses. We work with a lot of people, all local people, some of them students, some of them just local residents.
I mean, everyone's so nice. All the other small businesses that are in our store, they love it. Before we even had the store itself, we would go around and tell other small businesses around about it, and they loved it. Not all of them are here, but most of them are.
It's an opportunity for us to be able to give them retail options that aren't normally available for small-scale businesses, and we're able to diversify the kinds of items that we can sell here as well.
We can partner with the Drake and Amherst Survival and the Amherst Movie Theater, all nonprofits, and just kind of leverage their customers and their like support groups. And by doing that, we can raise money for them in ways that they haven't done before. So they already have people giving them $1,000 a month, but if they can give them a few bags of clothes each month, then we can raise them thousands of dollars each month. And then we're getting new items into the market, which is people aren't doing, and that's our main goal.
Like all of our setbacks, we learned from them. We had a lot in the beginning just by doing pop-ups and going to the pitch competitions and learning from the judges on what you should not do and what you should learn from. The pop-ups were definitely a big one because there would be some days where we wouldn't sell anything, and some days we do really good. The reason I'm not graduating on time is because I know I'm going to be doing the same thing. I don't want to stress myself out with school because last semester, it was really tough, and I was just like, let's not do that. I'm literally going to be doing the same exact thing after school. So I just decided to lower my classes, focus on this, and kind of just keep that growing without like totally just wearing myself out.
Yeah, we want to be able to broaden our impact. We want to see other communities that we can help out, other places where we would fit. So being able to expand to other locations, being able to improve upon this one, grow a fan base, grow the idea of shopping sustainable, shopping small, just promoting that kind of energy and seeing if we can make some real change out there.
We could have a donation system around Massachusetts initially, which is like the clothing bins where we're picking up, we're selling those clothes, we're recycling them, and then like potentially having a distribution center to really store it. Like we have storage units and stuff like that now, but actually having a true warehouse. And I think the year goal for like our actual infrastructure would be to get a store on Cape, and like that's really what we want to do. We're from the Cape. We know the business is down there. That's where I started, like with all the estate sale businesses. Like all of our friends and family are there, so I know that it would do well.
Thanks for coming in. Yeah, have a good one.
Yeah, I've only ever heard positive feedback. I think one of the biggest parts of what we're doing here is the community. We're really not able to function without it. So us being successful means that we have a fan base out there. We have people who appreciate what we do. And being able to feed off of their energy as well as use their contributions, buying stuff in store, donating items to sell, consigning items to sell, that's how we stay alive.
The support from not just the small businesses, but the town itself, which I would like to say is our biggest partnership, because they've been really good for us and dealt with us, and overall just solid.
For me, I just love seeing the excitement for other people. I see clothing items that I personally picked out when I was sourcing, and I was like, I know exactly who's gonna wear this, I know how it's gonna look on them, and then I see that come to life. I walk around campus or I walk downtown and I'll see someone wearing something they bought from here, or people will come up to me and tell me about how much they love the store, how they've found like some of their favorite pieces ever here, and those are the times that are most rewarding for me.
Say like building the community, like, and helping people. Like just like I said, like I wanted to, like I lost like my whole life changed when I was in high school, and I was just like, you only live one life, I want to do something for others. And like I think what we've done now is like we brought people into a store, like made that our mission, and like some people have made $4,000. Like one of our vendors has made like over $4,000 just in like 2 months, 3 months. And like that, I think makes me more proud than any money I could make, because it's like over the last few months, we made $20,000 for people. Like any business or anyone that came here to whatever can do whatever. They can raise $1 bajillion, but at the end of the day, what was that impact that they had? And for us, that was our focus, is creating impact. It wasn't started off of a business, it was started off of a club to help people, exactly what we're doing. And right now, it's maybe not that huge vision that we wanted, but there's people doing things that would have never been done if we weren't here. With the shirts, the upcycling, new businesses that have been created. Blood Orange was created because of we built a hub to do this and supported them. So that's been, I'd say, the most rewarding thing. It's just it's the community and actually helping people, and that's what we're here to do.